Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper, and this is one of my research series videos. I'm going to go over plush that has sold on eBay in the last 90 days. I will let you know if it was an auction, otherwise it was a buy it now sale, and these plush sold for $400 and up. If you do not know, there are a lot of plush and stuffed animals that can sell for big money, and I'm going to show you some right now. Alright, so the plush you are going to see in this video mostly are pretty rare, so finding the exact one might not happen. It could. I will tell you, I found multiple plush for $1 at yard sales that sold for $30, $40, $50. I also found a Kermit, Fozzie, and Miss Piggy plush about 2 years ago on Shop Goodwill in a lot, and I sold them for over $200 each. So I know for a fact they are out there. There is one brand that is going to dominate this video, and if you didn't know it, you will after this, and I hope that these help you to learn to watch out for plush. So first up is going to be this Sting WCW Wrestling Champs plush doll, 1990 Toy Max in original box. This was WWF Buddies. This one sold for $399.99. Keep your eye out for vintage wrestling stuff from the 90s because some of it can be very valuable. Up next is something that I remember having one of, and I know that they are very valuable. A lot of these that sold for more money were still in the box, so do keep that in mind. That does not mean they will not sell without the box. You just might not get as much of a price. Now, this one is a Teddy Ruxpin Worlds of Wonder vintage 1985 new and original box. This one sold for $400. Keep an eye out for Teddy Ruxpin. There are also some accessories for Teddy Ruxpin that can sell for big money as well. Alright, the next one is a Build-A-Bear. If you do not know, there are some really rare Build-A-Bears. My good friend Dale at Flippin' Fiasco found two pink Valentine's puppies. I believe she paid $4 at a yard sale. One sold for $700, the other one for over $1,200. Both buyers paid and both sales had good feedback. So Build-A-Bear can definitely be a bolo. You can sort the Build-A-Bear sales from high to low. See which ones of those are selling for high so you can keep those in your mind. This next one is definitely one I would put on your list. This is a Build-A-Bear Workshop St. Louis Zoo exclusive Monarch Butterfly, rare, hard to find. This one sold for $475. Here I wanted to show you, it does have the tag clearly saying stuffed with hugs and good wishes, and that is what Build-A-Bear is made of. So keep your eye out for Build-A-Bear and know that some of them can be very, very valuable. This next one is a set of Disney plush. Really good sale, and if I find multiple plush, they are part of a set, I do consider selling them all together because they are not breakable, so putting them in a bigger box is not a big deal, and you will get a higher sales price. So this next is a set of 5. This is Disney Safari plush animal, lot of 5. These were 24-inch plush stuffed animals. These sold for $350. You can see all of them there in their safari outfits. So keep your eye out for larger Disney plush and definitely look them up. These are safari, but there are many other Disney plush that sell for big money. The next one is from the 1980s, and I don't remember seeing this one. So if you remember seeing this, definitely let me know down in the comments. This is a 80s Wonder Whims Feather Butterfly Blue Dug Debbie Henning plush doll. This is another one that was new in the box. This one sold for $325. I did want to show you here up close. Still in the box, still in original packaging, and does not appear to have been opened. All right, next brings up a point to me that some of the side characters that there might not have been as many made as the main character can be worth a lot more money because they are just not as popular. Now, that means there weren't as many made, and that makes them a little more rare. This next one is a Huckleberry Pie Ragdoll Vintage Strawberry Shortcake. This is from 1983. It was from JCPenney. It sold for $449. Here you can see it up close, still in the plastic bag, and it actually still has the JCPenney price tag on it. This and next one is a big one, which is exactly what my Kermit, Miss Piggy, and Fozzie were. They were over 4 feet tall, and they brought over $200 each. This next one is a life-size Grinch. This is the Grinch Who Stole Christmas 52-inch plush Beverly Hills teddy bear, life-size. You can see it there sitting in the chair. I also showed my Fozzie, Miss Piggy, and Kermit sitting in my desk chair, just like this seller did in an outdoor chair. This one sold for $400, and here you can see up close, it does say Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. All right, the next one is one that I have sold something from this series. Mine sold for $50. I got it for only $1 at an estate sale, and it was actually in the dog toy bin. So don't necessarily neglect the dog toy bin. Mine looked like it had never been used. I sold Mr. Hanky Poo from South Park, and this next one is South Park as well. This is a Comedy Central South Park 9-inch shaking tweak. This is a pull string plush. It says it works, so you pull the string and he shakes. This one sold for $499. Keep an eye out. Some South Park stuff can sell for big money. All right, up next is some Grateful Dead bears. So we saw quite a few Grateful Dead in our vintage t-shirt high dollar research video. If you don't know, I have a whole series of research videos on many different topics. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you like these. And I have a playlist of just the research videos. So this next one was a lot of Grateful Dead bears. This is a lot of 21 Grateful Dead bears. They sold for $500. So the only thing here, as far as me, if I were selling this, I would show all 21 bears in that front picture. This seller only showed 2, and then I wanted to show you a few more. Here are 3 more of the 21, and these do sell okay individual by themselves for about $30 to $50 it looked like. So definitely keep your eye out for these. This next one I know because I found a lot of them 2 years ago when I was researching. I didn't find the actual bears, but I saw a lot of high dollar sales. This is a Kermit the Frog puppet, and the small puppet is actually worth quite a bit more than my life-size plush was. So this Kermit the Frog puppet is from Eden Muppets, rare vintage large plush, Jim Henson with the tags. This one sold for $499.93. And here you can see up close the Jim Henson Kermit the Frog puppet tag. All right, this next one is a brand I've never heard of, and it is a Lovey. So watch for the little Loveys and the little blankets. People will pay big money for them if it either brings back nostalgia or if it's a newer one and their child perhaps had it as a favorite Lovey and they are unable to find it in the store anymore. This is a Hazel Village Ivy the Goat stuffed original rare plush Lovey stuffy friend with the tag. This one sold for $500. Here's the tag up close saying Hazel Village, Brooklyn, New York. All right, this next one is a vintage Mattel toy. And if you do not know, some vintage Mattel can be worth big money. Not just plush, but if you find vintage Mattel toys in the box, most times that means big dollars. So definitely keep an eye out. This next one is a rare vintage 1986 Mattel My Child pet doll Purple Bunny. This one sold for $499. I wanted to show you up close here, really lifelike on the face. And then here on the back, you can see the tag that says Mattel 1986. All right, I did not know that Hermes made toys, but they do. And of course, anything Hermes brings big money. This is a Hermes Hermie plush toy horse with braid and dust bag. This one is made in Italy. It was free USA shipping. It was not sold in the US. This one sold for $525. And I did want to show you here on the horse's leg, it clearly says Hermes made in Italy. Right, this next one is from Spencer's Gifts. If you're around my age, then you remember Spencer's in the mall. That was the first place we hit when we were in middle school and high school. And it's really funny because my daughter just got a package from Spencer's in the mail the other day, and it definitely brought back memories. This is a rare Kiss Dynasty plush panda from 1999. This was a catalog Spencer's Gifts. This one sold for $450. And here you can see up close, it still has that original tag showing $50. So if you find vintage items and they have the original price, I would leave it on because people realize that that was back in 1999 and that is more valuable now. Up next is a Gund item. Most Gund plush and stuffed animals are bread and butter. They do seem to sell pretty well for me the few times I have found them. This next one was an auction and it got a lot of bids and sold for good money. This is a vintage Gund stuffed plush toy sitting cat. It got 24 bids and sold for $537.87. And here up close on the back, you can see it clearly says Gund Manufacturing Company. The next one is a Disney plush, and there were a lot of Disney plush made. So if you find Disney plush, I would try really hard to find the exact one that you were looking at because a lot of them, not necessarily big money. They might be good sellers, but some of them might not. So definitely make sure you are researching before you are picking these up. But this next one sold for over $500. This is a vintage Rita, Oliver and Company, Disney Store, Saluki dog, rare stuffed animal plush toy. This one sold for $549. And here on the back, you can see it clearly says Disney's Oliver and Company. All right, this next one is a Care Bear. Do you remember Care Bear Stare? Care Bear Stare. I used to watch that on the weekends. And I have found a lot of Care Bears in the box, and most of mine sold for between $30 and $50, but this next one sold for over $500. This is a vintage Care Bears Loyal Heart dog plush. This one was a UK exclusive. You can see it says Kenner 1985 rare. So that is most likely the reason that this one sold for more. This one sold for $570.02. So keep your eye out if you see any Loyal Heart dogs, and definitely if you're doing research and it was an exclusive from another company, I would definitely take a second look. All right, this next one I have never heard of, but it has Dalton's name in it. This is a Nanaur's Lucky Luke and the Daltons, Ma Dalton and Rentaplan plush figure set from 1995. This set sold for $599.99. Here up close, you can see it does say Lucky Luke on the tag. This is something that looks different to me, so I definitely would take a second look at this if I were to see it while I was outsourcing. Up next is another Disney. This one is vintage from 1968. This is a Disney Jungle Book Blue Stife Vintage Plush 1968 near mint with tags. This one sold for $649.99. Here up close you can see the tag. So this one does have Walt Disney Productions as well as Stife. So Stife is definitely a brand to keep an eye out for when you are looking for plush, and you will be seeing more here in these higher dollar items. This next one is from a place that I used to love to go, and that is Chuck E. Cheese and Showbiz Pizza. So this is a Showbiz Pizza Rock-afire Explosion Billy Bob plush doll, rare vintage. I remember seeing the Billy Bob dancing up on the stage and eating pizza when I was a kid. This one sold for $680. Here you can see this one was still sealed new in the package, and that was a great sale at almost $700. This next one is a Cupid. Definitely keep an eye out for Cupid, whether they are plush, porcelain, or ceramic. They definitely can sell for good money. This is a rare Rose O'Neal 9.5-inch cloth Krueger Cuddle Cupid doll 1930 plush. So this one is almost 100 years old. This one sold for $715. Here you can see the doll's face up close, and here on the back you can see the tag clearly says Rose O'Neal, Cupid, and New York. The next one is a brand that I have found. Mine did not sell this high, but I will tell you, when I found mine, I could just tell that the quality was very, very good on these stuffed animals. And a lot of times with some of these higher dollar ones, you definitely can feel the difference. So this next one was a Jellycat Fergus the Frog plush. This was an auction, got 29 bids and sold for $720. Here on the back you can see it clearly says Jellycat London. This next one to me is pretty beat up, and that goes to show you if they are antique or really, really old, sometimes even if they are in poor condition, they can still sell for big money. This is a antique German Schuko Hermann orangutan monkey, 17 inches. They did put fully jointed plush, and his name was Manny. He sold for $716.40. Here is his face up close, so you can see there is some dirt on him. He is, I think, in pretty rough shape, but he is almost 100 years old, and that was a great sale at over $700. All right, this next one is another Stife, and it was an auction and sold for almost $800. So remember the name Stife. This is a early rare Stife calf cow plush vintage, was an auction, got 9 bids, sold for $790.02. And here I wanted to show you up close, this one had quite a bit of damage, and it still sold for almost $800. All right, this next one is another one I remember. It is the cat from Laverne and Shirley. This is a Laverne and Shirley Booboo Kitty black cat plush stuffed animal doll. This one sold for $799.99. So if you see stuffed animals that you associate with older shows and you recognize them, I would definitely look them up because they could be big money. This next one is a Nintendo plush. So some video game plush can go for really, really big money, just like this one did. This is a ultra rare Nintendo Super Peach Mario Princess Rosalina Jumbo life-size plush. So another really big plush. This one sold for $799.99, and that was a great sale. All right, we have got another Stife coming in at over $800. This is a Steiff Cinema Roll plush. This is a doll limited to 500. It was the 15th anniversary Sanrio. This one is from 2017, so it is not vintage. It sold for $825. And here on the bottom, you can see that Steiff tag. So again, remember that name. This next one I think looks super, super cool. Definitely would have caught my eye, but I never would have guessed it would sell for almost $900. This is a very rare Missoni Holt Renfrew Bear plush stuffed animal from 2012. This one sold for $875. Here you can see that Missoni tag, so it would be easy to identify. And I just wanted to show you some of the detail of this bear up close. This is just a really, really beautiful bear. Definitely would have stood out to me, but again, I would not think it would have sold for almost $900. All right, this next one is a Steiff, and it is a Steiff Disney, and it is an older one, and it is a Mickey Mouse. This is a rare 1930s antique Steiff Disney Mickey Mouse plush doll. This one sold for $919.99. You can again see there is wear and tear on this. It is not in the best of condition, and it's still sold for over $900. All right, up next is a Coach puppy. I did not know that Coach made stuffed animals, but I do know the Coach logo. So that brings me back to the point I have said in many of these research videos. If you see something that you know the brand is typically high dollar on an item that you wouldn't necessarily associate the brand, I would check it out. So this is a Coach puppy. This is Peanuts Snoopy collectible large leather doll. This one sold for $895. Here on the back of the Snoopy, you can see that Coach tag that you typically see inside their purses. All right, the next one is a brand that is going to dominate the rest of these, and it sold for over $1,000. If you do not know this brand, please learn it, keep it in mind, because these dolls and stuffed animals are worth big, big money. This is a Rushton Star Creation Rubber Bunny Rabbit plus a toy doll. This one sold for $1,095. Here up close you can see the face of the rabbit. Very, very colorful as well as the outfit. Keep an eye out for this look as well as this brand. You are going to see some more here coming up. Next one is from a game, and this actually is a game that Dalton has been playing lately, and that is Roblox. This is Roblox Big Games Pet Simulator Plush Dog. This one was an auction, got 23 bids, and sold for $1,175. Here you can see up close these two. To me, honestly, look pretty cheap, but they are sealed and they do have the tags. All right, up next is another Rushton. I wanted to show you a few Rushton dolls so you got an idea of what they look like, because they are out there. My good friend Greg, he is Rocky Mountain Reseller on Instagram. He's also on YouTube, but he hasn't made videos in a while. But if you are on Instagram, definitely head over there and check him out. He has found quite a few of these dolls at the Goodwill bins. So this is an adorable Rushton Star Creations teddy bear, crying rubber face. This one is 16 inches. This one sold for $1,200. Again, look at the face of this, because this is typical of a Rushton doll. And here on the back, you can see there is a tag and it clearly says the Rushton Company. Next one is something I definitely remember, and it is a Chucky doll, and it sold for almost $1,200. This is a Child's Play Chucky life-size doll. This one sold for $1,299, so actually almost $1,300. Really, really creepy, definitely vintage, and that was a great sale. All right, we have got another Disney coming in at almost $1,000. This one was an auction. This is a Disney Pixar Sully oversized plush. So it was a 50-inch plush. Watch for those big plushes and check them out for sure if you find them. This one sold for $950 with the 7 bids. And I did want to show you here on the foot close, they were showing this one even had some defects and still sold for almost $1,000. Up next are some Nintendo plushes that sold for almost $1,500. Watch for vintage Nintendo stuff, plush, t-shirts, games, the actual systems. It can be really, really big money. This is a Nintendo 64 Rampage 2 Universal Tour. This was a big box Walmart Lizzie, Ruby, and Boris plush. Sold for $1,499.95. And it was the set of 4. And here on the back, you can see the tag says Lizzie. Up next is another Rushton, and this one is a bunny. This is a vintage Rushton Star Creations rubber face rabbit. This one was an auction, got 10 bids, sold for $1,524.99. Here again up close, very, very similar face on most of these Rushton dolls. So remember this look just in case the tag is missing. This one did have the tag though, as you see here on the back. It says the Rushton Company, Atlanta, Georgia. All right, we have another Rushton. This one got 65 bids and sold for over $1,600 for one stuffed animal. This is a 1950s, 1960s Rushton white and pink little lamb doll. This one again, 65 bids, sold for $1,625. Here again is her face up close so you can see. This one on the back you can see was missing the tag. So it is not necessary to have the tag as long as you can identify them as Rushton, and that was a great sale. Rushton, another auction. So that leads me to the point that if you find something that is really rare and is a brand that is really popular, such as Rushton, then an auction might be the way to go. This is a vintage Rushton 12-inch plush rubber face chick. This one got 19 bids, sold for $1,975. Here is her face up close. Really, really cute. And here on the back you can see this one was a musical toy, and it does have the little lever to twist and play music. All right, this next one is not Rushton. It's not Rushton, but we're gonna get back to Rushton. This is a Douglas Cuddle plush toy, 36-inch long, rare Maggie the Irish Setter. It does say Holy Grail. This one sold for $1,999. And here on the back you can see it does say Douglas Cuddle Toys. All right, we are up to our top 5. These stuffed animals and plush are going to go up to $5,000 for one plush. I do want to let you guys know real quick, I will be releasing my August classes. They should be out by the time you're watching this video. I will post up top my Nurse Flipper Big Cartel shop, and I will be doing discounts if you get 2 or 4 classes. You can actually pick from any of the classes that are available, whether they are a replay or a future live, and we have been having a great time in these classes. We get a little more in depth and you are able to ask questions live about a specific topic. So if you're interested in learning more, definitely go check out my master classes at the site listed above. I really would enjoy seeing you in them, and we have a ton of fun. So up next, this is a Rakuma plush doll, Always Together, San X. This one is from Kauai. This one was from 2019, so it is not vintage. This one sold for $3,000, and I wanted to show you here the cute little tote bag that comes with this bear. And you can see that it does say, let's take the pictures and have fun. So this little bag is actually about the size of a little 4x6 photo. And that one was a great sale, and there were quite a few of these selling this high. Next one has some damage. It has some damage, and it sold for over $3,000 on an auction. This is a rare 2009 Newgrounds Alien Hominid 12-inch, got 33 bids, sold for $3,050. Here you can see him up close. He does have buttons for eyes, and he is missing one of his antennas. Now, this one was limited to 100. Here on the tag, you can see it says everything by everyone, limited edition plush doll, and this was unit 8 of 100. All right, I showed you a coach earlier, and now I'm going to show you a Louis Vuitton that sold for almost $4,000. This is a Louis Vuitton Doo-Doo teddy bear monogram plush stuffed velour brown. This one sold for $3,750. And here up close on the teddy bear tag, you can see it does say Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. All right. Are you ready for the #1 selling plush in the last 90 days? Can you guess what it is? If you are watching in the premiere right now, tell me what you think the brand of this top selling plush is going to be. And to all of you hanging out with me in the premiere, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I do premieres on my video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Starting next week, they will be at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because Dalton, my 4-year-old, will be starting school soon, so we are going to shift those back a little bit earlier to fit into our life schedule a little bit better. Okay, if you didn't guess it, how many of you guessed Rushton? If you did, you will be right. This is a vintage Rushton Star Creations Goldie Fish rubber face plush doll from Marineland. This one sold for $5,000. Here is this fish up close, a really big fish head there, and it actually looks like they still have the paperwork with it from Marineland. And here on the back you can see again it clearly says Rushton Star Creations. All right, that is the end of my video. If you didn't know, I hope you are now educated on the topic of plush, at least enough to pay attention to them. That is my goal with these research videos, and the goal of my channel is help you learn more so you can earn more, because the more knowledge you have, the more money you can make in life, and especially at reselling. So behind me, you can see that counter is full of stuff. So that is stuff. There's also stuff over there that I just picked up from an auction. I spent about $2,500, and I will be doing a haul video next Wednesday showing you exactly what I got. Now, it might be too long. I might have to do a 2-part, which means it would be Wednesday and Friday. So we will see if it will be 1 or 2. But I definitely am going to show you next week. If you want to get some sneak previews, you can follow my eBay store. I will link that in the comments below, and you can see the stuff as it is starting to be listed. We plan on listing quite a bit of it this weekend on my eBay store, so I'm super excited about that. I haven't been sourcing for about 6 weeks, and a lot of this stuff is going to be higher dollar. I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I look forward to seeing you on Monday for a what sold video. We had an amazing day today. And the day is not over. We have already sold over $700 today. Quite a few items sold within an hour of listing them that were in my death pile sitting on my desk for over 6 months. So I look forward to showing you some of those on Monday, as well as the rest of what sells over the weekend. Enjoy your weekend. I will see you on Monday. Bye for now.